Welcome to the channel, everybody. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this 52cc Vevor. It says it's a hedge trimmer. It's really a 6-in-1 combo. It's got pole saw, a hedge trimmer, a brush cutter, and other things. If you want to see it, stick around this video. I'm going to show you what it can do. Uber disappointed. It's just so much fun grinding this stuff down. The main reason I decided to buy this unit was because my pole saw for my Stihl, I believe it's a 28cc. Let me show you that real quick. Yeah, it's a Stihl 28cc KM91R, and I believe they still make this model, if not one very similar to it. My pole saw for this, I don't know if I dropped it or ran over it, something happened to it, and the pole saw, the gears on it quit working. It's actually at the Stihl dealer right now. It's getting repaired, and it's probably going to cost around $120 to get it repaired, maybe more. I opted to get it repaired because I had just recently purchased a new blade for it, and to buy one new, it was going to be $214 just for the pole saw attachment, not for any motor, not for anything else, just for the pole saw attachment. $200, over $200. This unit, this 52cc unit, was just over $200 for the unit itself, 6 attachments, and a face protector, a shield. The value proposition is crazy. Money is crazy right now. Having enough of it's kind of a hard thing to do right now, so I'm going after the value. We could always use a second trimmer because there's a lot to trim on this property, and sometimes we have more than just 2 hands. And I had just got this forestry brush cutter for this unit. I had ordered that, and oh my goodness, this thing works amazingly at trimming down brush, vines, tall grass. Man, it's incredible, but you do need protection for it. Long-winded, I'll spare you the unboxing. Right, so I'm just slowly getting all the gear together. I wanted to show you guys how to put this front handle on. It has this backer that has a little hole in it, and that lines up right here. And then this rubber piece goes in. All the little nuts that come in the tool sack fit right in here. Jam those nuts in, get this little rubber piece lined up. There it goes. Slammed in. Put the handle on. The handle feels a little bit cheap at first glance. That was one thing I wanted to show you guys, was how to put this handle on. I'll be back in a minute. Right off the jump, they have a little 10mm nut holding this cover on. I don't like that. I think it should be a bigger nut. And that's obvious to anybody that's ever ran a chainsaw before, because those nuts tend to vibrate and you can lose them. Chain looks good. Of course, this drive edge seems a little bit rough. Vevor, tough tools, half price. So far, that's been my experience with the little 12-inch chainsaw I bought. That thing has been awesome. The only thing I don't like about it, let's see, how do you adjust? Ooh, you adjust on this outside. The only thing I didn't like about that chainsaw was the fill. The fill caps are so small that you have to use this little funnel they send with you. But let's stick to this one. Is that that's just a standard screwdriver to tighten the chain, is that right? And they don't have they didn't come with a standard on that end. Let's use their little baby screwdriver. Okay, that's it. All right, throw this back on. Chain, I like that they have the direction the chain's supposed to go. It'll help you get less confused. This just feels cheap. Feels a little bit cheap here. The weight of the pole saw, everything else feels good, but this tiny nut that holds this cover on does not feel good at all. And instead of a normal wrench that you would typically use, you have this junky old tin. It's cool that you can adjust the oiler. I'm gonna fill this up with bar oil. We're gonna come back and start using the saw. All right, that's in. Feels like the shafts are just kind of like not. Okay, that one's locked. Seems like you gotta tighten the hell out of them. Okay, they're locked now. Whoa, there we go. That's how I always fill, either all the way full or over full. Put some vitamin G up in it. These headphones were trash. This thing seems pretty cool. I actually will use this. Another 40-to-1, which is fine. Got my 40-to-1 mix here. Oh no, this is... This one has got a tiny filler as well. Okay, it will fill straight in. It must be bigger than the tiny chainsaw. My spout did go all the way in. It's a little bit too small. All right, let's get set up for a shot. Okay, it's pretty easy to clip in there. My gas lid is cross-threaded. That's pretty important. Okay, now it's not leaking. Choke. It's heavy and awkward, which is to be expected with the extended pole saw, but it does cut. This handle here, this forward handle is really small. Doesn't feel that great. All right, next thing. Tighten this back down. Let's do another cut. Okay, I see oil on the chain. How are you? Chain still feels tension, everything seems pretty good. I like that there is a grease cert right here. There's a grease cert on these gears. Hopefully, I'm sure it comes with grease, but... And this is the problem, that this gear drive right here is what messed up on my Stihl pole saw. That works dazzlingly mediocre. Let's try something else. All right, I'd put this brush cutter on earlier. This isn't razor sharp. Wow, this, compared to my other brush cutter that I bought, that forestry type cutter, this feels like a child's toy. It doesn't, feels like it'll just get bent and warped. Okay, get that. Now I'll go down further. I feel like I'm missing something here. This is loose. Okay, there it went. Now it's locked in with that little hole slot. Get that real tight. Right way to cherishing dreams. Oh, and then when you set it down, you accidentally push the on-off switch. Wow, this thing is junkier than I imagined. This on-off switch doesn't really have that much of like positive engagement. It just slides right over. I turned it off on accident. Wow. Uber disappointed. Right, I'm gonna take this brush cutter. I know the cutter is different, and I'm just gonna show you what it can do. It's kind of amazing. And it seems like more people are making this now, but this was the lawn leaf, but it was still made in China. I know it's a different animal. I think what I'm gonna do is put this cutter head on the Vevor saw, see if that'll work out. Because this thing is gonna be awesome for doing little trails and cleaning up trails without having to get a big machine in there. I had a lot higher expectations for the Vevor 52cc pole saw, but sometimes you get high expectations and you get disappointed, so no big deal. Hello.
Is your brush cutter blade? These attachments interchangeable?
We're about to find out. No, the attachments themselves, this is a Vevor, only fits Vevor. I want to see if this blade will work on here and if it does well. What is that thing called? My Stihl pole saw went bad and it was an issue of being able to order parts. I couldn't just like go and order the correct part. Just the pole saw itself cost more than this whole tool kit combo from Vevor. Oh, that's gonna fit.
See you later.
See you later. Did you make food? I'm not hungry. I'm just joking. I said I'm not hungry. I was playing. That really tightened up. 28 versus 52 cc's is almost double the displacement. I'll cut on this privet some more. But you can see here on this privet, I got up to about this inch, about an inch diameter material, and it kind of stopped cutting. I think that's about the limit. You just want to beat back the small stuff with it. Still rocking the gloves, still liking those. Nice cotton, feels like. That was an accident. I like to put saws down with them still running. Just checking on things, making sure it's all still good. This feels pretty flimsy too, but it's nice. It's nice and wide. It's kind of nice that it's flimsy because it's not gonna break, hopefully. I like this foam right here. Doesn't really need to do that. I hit it again. I hit that button again. So inopportune right there. It's such a easy button to push. It's pushing my buttons. All right, this is just too much fun to run. Let me see if I can put it down without, okay, if you put it straight down, if you're not trying to look at the head with it running like I do, then you can put it down fairly easy. See if we can clear that out. Right, I had to stop because my head got so far out of whack, it's tilted. It's this, I think I need to loosen this. I knew that the Stihl would be kind of a high bar to compare it against. Oh yeah, this one looks like it loosened up. I didn't realize how high up of a bar it was gonna be. Definitely a different grade of aluminum for this pole versus this one. The shield must have slipped. That's what it was. It was just the shield that had slipped. No harm there. Whoa. This spline just slid right out. Oh man. There's nothing to keep these splines from coming out. The Stihl has a plastic piece that seats in there. I guess this is one of those classic things of you get what you pay for. I like the face shield. This is definitely aimed towards the homeowner. Price-wise, it's gonna be hard to beat, but actual quality, Ryobi, would Ryobi beat this? This might be more comparable to a Ryobi. Even Ryobi, I think, is more pro. I don't know, I'm definitely not gonna test that. If anything, I'm gonna buy another Stihl because that's quality. Quality I expect. Then again, that's not this video. All right, so I'm back from coffee 3. I've got a little bit more pizzazz. Not a lot, mind you. To my right over here, I've cleared with the excavator, brush hogged with the tractor. There's a bit of a creek right here. There's all kinds of stuff where I can't really, there's this huge pile of rocks, but I want to trim all this back because there's poison ivy, there's all kinds of vines growing up. And the whole point of the creek clearing project is to have a beautiful opened up creek, no poison ivy, allow the sun to penetrate, allow some grass to grow down here and everything, and to get this all prettied up. I got the Forester head on this 52cc saw, and I'm gonna go at it again. This bigger engine definitely spins it up way faster, way more efficiently. A lot of big chunky rocks. And I've gotten 0 backsplash yet. Onto my leg. Where'd my magnet go? Oh, there it is. Let's go. Found the magnet. I found the magnet. Praise the Lord. Good. This area looks a lot different than it did just minutes ago. You can see just got these big chunky rocks just literally everywhere. I'll show y'all what it can do to kind of that size of a tree. Starting to get used to the on-off. To keep it on the right side of the blade so it chips away. Try not to do that. Okay, then it starts getting a little bit too big. Kind of It's a little bit too big once it gets up to that kind of inch plus mark. Watch this one. That small stuff just goes down to nothing so quick. This is ending up being more of a review for this Forester type brush cutter. And this thing is awesome. Would buy, no matter which head unit you have, this thing is awesome. Now that I'm running this a bit more, I like the power of it. It definitely spins up twice as fast as my other saw. It makes sense. This has probably got more horsepower. Yeah, I want to keep going with this thing. It's just so much fun grinding this stuff down. We'll do a little time lapse. Right, so this was the starting point right here. You can see, clears it out really well. I tried to keep these flowers right here. Accidentally got one. You can see the rest of this. I got up to this fence line, was able to cut underneath it. This tool seems like it would be really good for cleaning fence lines. That went well. But yeah, this is just the first day with this machine. I'm going to keep it for about a month. Well, I'm going to keep it forever, but I'm going to continue to use it and give you a long-term review for this Vevor 52cc hedge trimmer. Back to it later. Figured out what this is for. It's for cutting out small trees, and it works really well cutting out small trees that are too big to mulch down. This mulcher works great on the stuff that's basically less than an inch, inch and a quarter. This guy, you can just go right along the base here. Let's see, where did I cut out these trees? Anyway, forgot where I cut them out. This is a deer trail that I'm following. I'm just gonna keep following it. Eventually I'll curve back down. Our property line kind of runs right here and it cuts in, and that's where the creek comes across. But yeah, this is a nice little bit of progress. I'm so pumped to get this going. This trail that I'm cutting is going to be for a mountain bike trail. Not super relevant to this video, but I have used this Vevor 6-in-1 cutter combo for most of the project, and it worked really well. I did use the weed eater part of it, and that didn't work so great. I had a hard time getting the string in. The Stihl is way easier to work with on that, and because power isn't that essential for your basic weed eating, I didn't find it that great. The ergonomics weren't as good, but overall it was passable. So far, the only thing that I haven't ran has been the hedge trimmer. I think if I had to give this Vevor 6-in-1 combo a letter grade, I'd probably give it a B-, where a Stihl would be an A+. It's hard to beat, but so far that's the only two units that I ran, so based on other units, I have no idea. I do like it. I'll use it a bunch. It'll be featured in my videos until it breaks. Well, I got super comfortable with this thing, and I creep back into this rocky area and just snap this clean off. You can tell it should go like this, and it just snapped clean off. So I'm gonna have to order a new head here. Looks like the shaft is still good, and it just broke clean off at that point there. And I think that was operator error. I don't even blame the machine necessarily, because I just slammed right into a rock. I didn't see it. Full speed, full tilt, slam right into a rock. I think that's gonna wrap it up. Let me see if I can find that rock. Yeah, here it is. Slammed it, just full tilt. The worst possible angle. What I did, I got to there, and of course, like, look at all this. This is like, it got really jagged. I got kind of complacent because this area was fairly flat. I'm following an old deer trail. This was fairly flat, almost no rocks, mostly smaller rocks. Here's like the size of rock I was running into. Yeah, I just got complacent. Go ahead and take these tools back while I'm walking. This weed eater thing kept getting knocked off. I realized I probably should have taken it off. I don't think there's another angle like that in the kit, so I'll have to order one. I'll definitely inform you all how that goes with ordering just that piece from Vevor. I have started to really like that machine. It's strong, spins up really quick. You guys can see I put that little circular blade that came with it on my old Stihl, and that's been working pretty good. I mean, just for smaller trees, just kind of saws right through them down at the base, and you don't have to bend over. Been really enjoying these tools and enjoying this process of cleaning this up. I think that's gonna be it for filming today. If you watch and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get more informative and really learning how to do YouTube. I started slow and low, and I'm trying to ramp it up. Really be beneficial for people learning about these tools and learning about different processes, how to clear land, just as a one-man band. I'm just psyched to have this opportunity to put this out there. I mean, this is the one time in history where this has existed. I'm gonna keep doing it. My goal is to get over 500 subscribers by the end of this year. If you guys could help me do that, that would be awesome. Yeah, comment down below. What do you wanna know about anything that I'm doing over here? I'm happy to answer questions. I wanna thank each and every subscriber out there. We will see you guys in the next one. We outie.